gonna do a quick little video here. Let everybody know that in the Roxor community, that I sold the Roxor and decided to do something different. Give you the reasons why that I did that. There was a few factors. I'm not here to bash any of the Roxor line or the community or anything like that. That it's still, I still believe it's a good product in a lot of ways, and really enjoyed it when I had it, but just felt that at that time it just wasn't a good fit for me going forward, and we'll get into some of those reasons why. Really, the first and foremost reason that I decided to get away from Roxor was basically it was just lack of dealer support and availability of parts. It got to where all of the dealers here in Georgia dropped the line and dropped support of the product, and I just really was uncomfortable with that, because I'm just the type of person that likes to be able to go to the parts counter and get things, and that just wasn't an option anymore. The dealer that I bought mine from, and I'm not going to call any names, but the dealer that I bought mine from, they dropped the line and informed me that they were not going to any longer service the product, and so that was just really a big letdown. And I honestly feel like that Mahindra as a company should have done better about keeping the dealer support up a little better, and keeping the products available out there. And that's just strictly here in Georgia for my area. This, what I was told by the dealer. They said the closest dealer was Decatur, Alabama, which is, that is a long ways from where I'm located. And so it just really wasn't feasible for me to seek dealer support in any fashion from that far of a distance. Really, as far as the machine itself, I had no problem with it. It done everything I needed it to do. It was a great machine. I loved it. In a lot of ways, I regret getting rid of it in some fashion. But then again, like I said, just going forward, knowing what I know now, I just still think it was the right decision, on a personal level for me to make. Because like I said, I don't like being held hostage to the mailbox as far as being able to get parts and stuff like that. And kudos to the guys that are out there taking up that slack in that area. You know who you are. Y'all guys have done a great job with that. I wish all of you the very best, and hope that those individuals keep on doing what they're doing to help those that are sticking it out with the product. Because I really do believe it is a great platform, and could be a lot better. But like I said, hopefully that continues to go well on that aspect. Really, another reason I got rid of it was because I could not get a tag for it here in my area. Well, I couldn't at the time. Now they've changed the laws, and you can tag it and get it street legal and everything, which I had done all the necessary equipment conversions on mine, and mine theoretically was street legal. It's just that I couldn't get a tag at the time, so that was another part of it. And in retrospect, probably had that been an option at the time, I may or may not have kept it. But still, there again, the lack of parts availability and dealer support was just a major factor, in my decision of selling it. Because like I said, it weighed on my mind a lot, because I was in fear of some sort of like major mechanical failure, and basically being stuck with a yard ornament and not able to drive it and use it like I wanted. So What I did do is I did go back with a Jeep. This is an '01 TJ Wrangler, and and I pretty well use it the same way that I did the Roxor. I just cruise dirt roads. I drive it back and forth to work. You know, I still use it for hunting and stuff like that on and off. And it's serving the same purpose as the Roxor. Um, a few pros with the actual Jeep is I got air conditioning, heat. I got a full soft top, and it's easily convertible within just a matter of seconds. So all that's real good. I didn't have that with the Roxor. The ride on the TJ is far superior. That was something that was lackluster in the Roxor, but I think that's something everybody knew up front going into it. The only thing that I can say is right before I sold it, that I noticed that I had lost all the arch in my springs, and it made for a lot rougher ride there in the end when I had it. And I was really looking at getting all new leaf springs and new shocks and stuff on it, because the factory shocks on the Roxor they're just trash. But so I was looking at upgrading all that, and that was going to be a big expense, and that factored into the sale too. But like I said, the ride quality on the TJ is a lot better. This thing, it's just so much smoother, on the highway and the dirt roads and stuff like that. One of the downsides to the TJ is the fuel mileage. The Roxor, I ain't got to tell you, because those of you that's got them know. I mean, that thing, it'll clock out in the high 20s, low 30s, miles per gallon on the fuel, which you're talking diesel fuel versus gasoline, and gasoline is cheaper, but this thing here, it just does not get the fuel mileage. It's not even close. It's atrocious on fuel mileage, but with what I was weighing back and forth with pros and cons, I could deal with the diminished gas mileage on this, because with the TJ, at least I can go to the parts store, and within relative reason, I can get anything that I need that day or the next day, over the parts counter. So that's a big, for me, a big plus and a big peace of mind with that. But one of the cons with this having the TJ versus the Roxor is this one has carpet, and it's got cloth seats, and I can't really let the top down and leave it out in the weather, because it's really nice on the inside, and so I have to kind of pick my days. When I let the top down, I go to work and know it may or may not rain. So that's one of the things that I miss about the Roxor, is that rugged durability of the inside of the tub. With that Rox liner, it was great. I mean, you couldn't skin it up hardly. You couldn't really stain anything. The seats were all weather. Everything was weatherproof, and that's one thing that I do honestly miss about the Roxor versus the TJ. I'm running the same size tire on this as I did the Roxor. These are 33 12 50 15s on Mickey Thompson Classic 2s, so I'm running the same basic setup, a different style of tire, but it's still an all-terrain. And as far as all of that, so that is pretty much half a dozen one or the other where that's concerned. But just throwing this out there, and I hope all y'all leave some comments and let me know what you think. Whether or not it was the right decision, wrong decision. I still stick by my decision. But I'm curious what everybody would think, what you guys would do. But like I said, best of luck to all you guys out there with the Roxor. I still love it. It's still a good product. I've debated maybe going back with another one, but then that whole aesthetics change on the front end of it is just not appealing to me at all. It just and I've always been kind of a Jeep nut, and that was one of the things that really attracted me to that early model in the Roxor. Was it it was very Jeep like in the front, and you know, for all practical purposes, was a Jeep. But like I said, you know, I still hope, you know, for the best for all you guys out there, and you know, just hope everything, you know, later down the road gets better with the dealer support and all of that. So like I said, just drop me some comments and let me know. Y'all have a good one.